Okay, let's see if that works out. A little bit of stuff going on here. This room is a mess. I should really clean it up. You know, if I'm going to be showing it on the camera and everything. Okay, and it looks like my channel is updating. Now I'm no longer hosting Beanduck. Sorry, Beanduck. Adjust these windows a bit. And it's just me. It's okay. Need to do something to my overlay. I mean, obviously not now, but well, I need to do something to my overlay. Continue. Jesus, even this music is making me think of him. The camera is just a bit too high. I don't know what the deal is. Oh, I know what it is, because I positioned it there because of the weight over. The weight overlay is going away for a while. At the very least for now. Some volume in here too. Of course, the caveat is, like last time, I stopped playing because I had the internet drop out multiple times. Now, I'm not having dropouts because I have replaced the cable modem. The old piece of crap is sitting there on the floor, but I have very weak and flaky signal, and you know, I've got them on schedule yet again to send somebody out. We'll see if they actually do this time. Because of the last 3 times I've called them out, they've showed up once. Almost like they have me over a barrel and they know it. So that's supposed to happen next Sunday. I'm going to have somebody out here to take a look at why my signal strength is so frickin' weak here. And see if they can fix it. I have an idea of why it might be. So I hope to not have problems with dropping out tonight, but with a weak signal, among other things, my upload speed is affected, so there could be some slowness. What was I even doing? I think I was trying to get here. I don't know that I can get there from here. Are you just walking off of that? What are you doing? Oh, it looks like maybe I can get up this way. Let us see if I can get up this way. Oh yeah, I need to remember to do that. I've been playing Diablo for the last few days, and I don't have to, you know, constantly ping the ground to see if there's anything on it. Going not the direction I wanted. See if I can get that way. Ankle. Ow. Get my ankle and my shins off. Okay, well, that's not where I need to go. I'm trying to get up there now. This way? Yes, yes I can. At least I can get this far. Go down here. Thanks for showing me the way, guys. There's my Astrarium. Okay, let's do this one. the turn the camera off for a second so that there's an image. Okay, what have I got? There's the peak of the mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. This one's going to get used a lot. Oh, that didn't do it. Let's see if I can... crap. I hadn't done that. And if I hadn't done that... Okay. May actually do it. Ooh. These puzzles aren't super challenging, they're just challenging enough to be annoying. Okay. Turn me back on. There's just cat hair everywhere. My keyboard is covered with it. Hold on a second. Got it on the monitor. It's just stuck to it. Okay. Let's see. Having completed that, we come over this way and see if I can find Storvak. Not that way, 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 not that way. Well, hell, might as well go this way now. Okay. Well, that was quick. Artifact.
Someone's used these bones in a spell. Were the jaws of Hakon casting a ward?
It could be blood magic. Let's look for any more skulls.
Remember, does Dorian have healing? Well, never mind. I should have frickin' paused it. Because of course my character was going to go ahead and toss back a potion. See another one of those things over there. It says skulls, but I don't see any skull. I just see a little triangle. And skulls are not triangle shaped. Typically. Really, it's right there. Pick up the goddamn plant. Whatever. I'm too out of sorts to wrestle with you. Ooh, elf fruit. I'll pick that. Landers. Another skull? It's another skull. Fellows of Hakon over there. Feeling if I stay near the edges of this zone, I'm going to get the... oh, it's right there. That's where that... Anyway. Never mind. Lots of Hackenites over there. Be hacking them in a minute. Oh crap. Healing already, huh? Jesus Christ. Why are you flash firing when you should be coming back here? That was a lot more painful than it should have been. All that and only one person dropped something. Get some of that fat loot. Get up the hill. it is a little warm in here. If you'll bear with me, I'm going to do something about that. As hot as it is, I'm going to actually tweak the AC down a couple of notches. Probably. I have reconnected it since I changed out the modem. The Wi-Fi is actually built into it. So that means I've changed my Wi-Fi access point. So I went ahead and reconnected the thermostats back to the Wi-Fi network so that I might be able to control them from my phone again. I didn't last time because I had a suspicion that I was just going to end up having to replace the cable modem again and therefore change my Wi-Fi information all over again, and it turns out I was right. Sometimes I hate being right all the time.
Clearly a fight here. Something big. Like, bear big. Maybe a bear. No bits, no blood, no way to cut something out. It has to be close.
Still trying to get these remains. I'm also close to Storvacher, who's probably in that cave that's showing up on my mini-map now. So let's see. Whoa. Yeah. Oh, Philandris. Buried under the scenery where I can't get to it. Good, that's helpful. Go up there. Covered a significant portion of the circle. Nope, that was the one I couldn't get, so we've covered all of the circle actually. Jaws of Hakon. Wait, there's the last one. I'm glad they turned the light out when I get them.
Do me a favor, Dorian. Give me some warning if you're gonna bust out in demons or something.
How do you picture me busting out? I'm walking along and oops, demon. I mean, it could happen despite my training. You could also trip and impale your eye on an arrow.
So you're gonna warn me or not?
Certainly. But only because you're so dear to me.
I like Dorian. Okay, let's head for that cave entrance now. Because I'll bet that has something to do with Storvacher. I couldn't tell you for sure because I've only done this DLC once. I don't remember a thing about it except a really nasty end fight. Sarah. Let's see you hide while you're paralyzed. And on fire. Pull that in a minute. Sarah? Zanzibar! Hi, welcome. I'm glad you came along. I was all lonely. So I was poking around in the swamp and uncovered some glowing skulls that somebody had been hanging up. I'm out here looking for Storvacher. Found some jail in a cave. I should not be in danger of having my internet drop out because I replaced my cable modem. So I'm not having those random dropouts anymore, but I'm having really shitty signals on the cable. So it's entirely possible that the stream will kind of stutter some. That includes the upstream stuff. In fact, it looks like I've dropped 9.3% of my frames. Probably because of that. So, I think I'll be able to stream the whole time. It's just it may be choppy. I'm glad I spend about $3,000 a year for my internet service. Child is raging downstairs. Yeah. Yep, that should be me. Oh, hello, bear. You just taking a shower? Not a very big bear. Is the bear just gonna hang out? I mean... It looks like in order to do this thing, I have to go there. Yeah, no doubt big enough. It's I mean, it's still a freaking bear. Hit you with the old walking bomb.
A freak the second time. Jaws of Hakon, destroy them!
Yeah, this will definitely bring the Stone Bear clan in on my side. You need a beverage? I need a beverage. Fortunately, I have a beverage. Man, Sarah's got some abs. Look at that. It's bipping. Is that same plant? Nope. Now nothing's bipping. Okay, so I've done that and that. Back there to the auger. Oh, okay. Revealed a cave. Let me go to camp. Camp this. Oh, let's see. Ah. Hey, Mrs. B. I'm glad you're here. Even if it's only for a second. Thanks for coming by. Miss him. Doing my best to not sit here and cry on camera right now. Oh, there was a quick way down, wasn't there? And I just didn't take it. Actually, I need to not go the quick way down because I need to top up my potions because I've used a bunch of them. What have I got? How do I do that? Don't remember. As much as this is like the coolest camp I have in the entire game, I don't know where crap is. Is that it? Oh, that's crafting armor and weapons. Places 2 tents. No, I mean literally, it's tents and 2 of them. Sandalweed, elfroot. I can afford those. Temple's okay. Bear's full. Dorian's full. I guess I need to use other people's potions every once in a while. Now, was there a quick way down? Where was the path? I thought there was like a... Here, maybe this is it. Yeah, this is it right here. I hope so. Eventually you will. Even if it takes a while, eventually you will. But you know where to find everybody if you have trouble sleeping, since we cover a lot of time zones, and if we can't be there to speak to you while you're trying to sleep and having trouble, then somebody, well, we'll all eventually see it anyway, and we'll catch up with you after. Continue being not afraid to put your thoughts and feelings out there for those of us who care about you and want to see you be able to survive this. Come on. You go the long way around. There we go. There's a path. So I think that cave that was on the map, that should be it, yeah. Oh, absolutely. I mean, you'll notice that of all the Torkel, I'm pretty much the only one who hasn't written some kind of a tribute yet, because I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I have started putting my thoughts together, or actually writing something a half dozen times, and every time I start, it just, I don't know, it comes out cheesy in my head and inadequate. And so I end up writing nothing, because I would rather say nothing than something inadequate.
Like you, Sarah.
I don't doubt it. They're all slaves where you're from.
Not all of them, but yes, you have a point.
You ever talked to one who wasn't?
No, but I'm glad I have now.
People are people. Who knew?
Yeah, I can't imagine being in your shoes. I mean, I've gone through loss before, but not like what you're going through right now. I mean, I've lost both of my parents. I've lost 3 grandparents in my lifetime. The 4th one was actually gone long before I was born. My dad was still a child. A one-handed or a two-handed? I have lost friends. I've lost an uncle. I've lost a stepbrother and a stepsister. It was a one-handed sword, never. Oh, I have gone through loss, and it sucks. And the weird thing, this is what's always strange to me about the grieving process, is no two have ever been alike. I've gone through losses before of, you know, people that were close to me that I don't want to say did bother me, but I got right over it. Like, yeah, I knew that was coming. It sucks. Okay, what's next? And I've gone through losses of people I barely know. And when I lost my uncle, I didn't know him all that well. I saw him that I can recall 3 times in my life. But it just messed me up when I lost him. And so losing Mark right now is about like what I would expect, which is, you know, kind of weird in and of itself that it isn't weird. But the different parts of grief are just, you know, I hate the process. I hate going through the different stages. I mean, right now, personally, I'm in this stage where, and I don't want to say this is my least favorite stage, but it's probably the most annoying stage for me. I'm in a stage where I can actually go a couple of hours without thinking about him. Where it's not occupying my every thought. But then I remember. And I mean, it doesn't hit me as hard as that first message did on Friday. But I mean, it's a gut punch every time. And so I have to get past that. And I will, over time. Yeah, losing parents was rough. I knew it was coming both times. You see, you're supposed to go through denial first, and then sadness, and then anger. You're doing it backwards. No, you're not doing it backwards. You are doing it the way it is natural for you to do it. That's all there is to it. There's no right or wrong way to go through grief. Yeah, back to the parents thing. You know, my dad was not doing well, and it was really strange. And this is actually, I'm going to pause it for a second. This is actually a thing I've seen a couple of times, where somehow I just know. So I was at work. I was going to a meeting. I sat down in the meeting. And I had turned my phone on mute because it was a meeting with the executive team. I didn't want the phone ringing to interrupt that. But I sat down. I was there a minute or two early. I could feel my phone vibrating in my pocket, and just like that, I knew. I didn't even take it out. It's like, that is my stepmother calling to let me know that Dad's gone. And it wasn't like I knew he was on death's door and was going to go any day now. It wasn't at all like that. It was, he hadn't been doing well. It could have been like weeks or months or whatever, and then just done. And I've experienced something just almost exactly like that with a friend of mine. I was cleaning a house. I was vacuuming, and my phone rang, and I got this chill down my spine. And I knew it was a friend of mine calling to say that my friend Michael was gone. I had no reason to suspect that. He wasn't healthy. He wasn't sick, but he wasn't healthy. I mean, he was way north of 400 pounds, and he'd already had one heart attack, and he was like a year or two older than me then, and that was like 12 years ago now. Just, I knew. And that's part of what took me so off guard about this. Was I didn't have, I don't want to call it a premonition, but I didn't have the premonition. I didn't have the, oh crap, something is drastically wrong. So I had to read your post like 8 times because it didn't make sense. It's like, this appears to be the English language, but I know not the meaning of these words. Which I think is partially a denial thing. And I just stared at it because I couldn't make sense of it. I didn't understand it. How could I not know? How did I not have my little danger sense going on? With my mother, she was that sick. I knew we were close to the end. She was at home. My stepdad had a hospital bed in the living room, and that's where she was staying. I had been by to see her a few times while she was like this, and she was fucking out of it. She was out of her gourd. At one point while I was sitting there, and she wouldn't speak to me directly, but at one point when I was sitting there, she was trying to tell the little elves that were hiding in the walls that they didn't have to hide, they could come out because it was only me. That's how far gone she was at the end. But I had decided I was just going to start taking my lunch periods at work to go home, or not home, to go to her house. And I went that one day, and it was looking rather dire, and my aunt came, her sister. And we just kind of, and I hadn't seen my aunt in a few years, despite the fact that we live in the same area. And in spider sense, yeah. And we just kind of stood there quietly talking. There was a nurse present and everything, and my stepdad was there, and we just kind of stood there quietly talking in the living room, and she just slipped away while we were there. I don't even know when it happened. I mean, because we were just conversing and the nurse was keeping an eye on her and just said, she's gone. And it was so... I don't know, I expected there to be a moment. Recognition, a change. The sky went from blue to red. I mean, it wasn't like that. So usually I have warning or preparation, or at the very least, at that last possible second, my spider sense goes off. This one, there was nothing. There was no, I don't know. I should probably stop talking about it. I mean, I kind of want to, and I kind of don't want to, and I don't know what would be better for you right now. If it's better for me to say what I'm saying, or if it'd be better for me to just shut up and play. I don't know. But as much or as little as you want to talk about it, I want you to feel free. I mean, yeah. Wow! No wonder Iron Bull's all the way over there. Okay. We will do whatever you need. So I'm going to focus on trying to play this. Day at a time, right? They said this one. I want to do this one first. The auger. And I forgot to fast travel while I was in there. If that helps. Where was the auger? The auger was up. Like way up.
Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay sheathed.
Definitely going the wrong direction, but I don't get. Unless it was up and around. I can't remember. Yeah, there's no up and around. This just goes up to the arena. I'm not doing that crap again. But when I was over there, it was shaded out, which means it's on a different elevation.
Wind seems colder than it should.
What have we got? I feel like I should go this way, but I think this just takes me out of their little camp. Yeah, this just takes me out of their camp. Turn around. There we go. Ooh, guys. That is the dog. I mean, that's where to go turn in the other mission, but where do I get to the auger? It's up here?
Wind seems colder than it should.
There we go. Okay. Here, auger, I found some stuff.
So, Sigrid Gulsdottin will come out of exile to join your Inquisition.
Do you object?
It would be good for Sigrid to see what lies beyond the hold. Under the Inquisition's protection, the Lowlands treat mages differently than the Avar.
Someone's used bone isn't magic.
I found skulls with spells on them left out by the Hackonites. What are they trying to do?
Skulls. So, bones. Magic cloaked in blood. Stone hidden lie the tales of this hold. Here's the means to find them. Return when you've seen all the god runes, and I'll tell you why the Jaws of Hakon did this.
Okay. Get some sleep, Mrs. B. We'll be around tomorrow.
Why not just say what's going on?
Because you hail from the Lowlands. If you'd know more about the Avar, put some effort in the knowing. Besides, those runes took me months to carve.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Okay.
Threat of cold in the air today.
All the... Arms are growing thick, coats. It'll be a bad winter.
The new thatching is good. Fine work.
Here we go. Light the balefire. Where do I go? What do I do?
Be welcome.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Frustrated boy seems to be frustrated.
Why do they dress like that?
God, I took a vacation today. I feel like I really, really would like to take another day or two off, even after what essentially amounted to a 4-day weekend. Okay, so I've got this torch, and I'm supposed to go look up some stuff, but where am I supposed to go? The thing is right here. Oh, I have to go over there.
Greetings, stranger.
Okay, well, let me go down the hill, walk all the way across, go up the other hill. Look, BioWare, I love you guys, but, I mean, come on.
Our guests are welcome, so long as their weapons stay.
What did I tell you? Lowlanders from the north.
Now, is it going to be up or down?
Wind seems colder than it should.
Okay, I can't get there from here, so it must be up. Hey, is there anything in the store? Hi. Oh, it's a store. Maybe I should sell my crap. Ooh, master belt of grenades. Eh. How many people are doing that? Valison. 207 DPS? How does that compare to Sarah's? But as much as her Hakon's Wrath that I made. Well, I didn't make that one, did I? Mace. I'm sitting here thinking, oh, I should repair my stuff while I'm here. No, no, that's Diablo. It's kind of funny. I never figure out why it is that Diablo hooks me so much, and I never figure out why it is that I stop playing whenever I stop playing.
Greetings, stranger.
It's always just like, I feel like doing this other thing. It's never a, I don't want to play anymore. I don't know, it's weird. I guess it's not here either. It's all the way down the frickin' coast. I'm fine. Just fine here now.
Stranger.
Oh, stop greeting me. I'm not going to say anything to you. It's gotta be... That's gotta be it over there, right? Yes. Okay, now I can go back to him.
Be welcome, Inquisitor. Though I fear I've time for little more than a greeting. I must prepare these souls for their greater journey, particularly those who depart without the reverence due. Their way is often hardest.
I'm not familiar with Avar funerals. May I ask what proper rites entail?
When the time comes, we are given sky burials. For most, the body is laid out and prayers given. When the birds come, they carry the soul to the Lady of the Skies. The body, unneeded, is gone.
Hey, that's for most.
For most.
Some souls, such as Calden's, are chosen to return. The augur reads the signs at birth. It is a rare honor. In order to return, an offering is made to Korth the Mountain Father and buried beneath the body. A piece of the soul thus remains, allowing the rest to return to this world and be reborn.
Will someone not be given proper rites?
Calden Enverson is one of the few whose soul may return. Bloodkin must make an offering to the Huntmaster, who prepares it. Or so it should be. Calden's son, Finn, has failed in this duty, but then there's you.
Me?
You're a guest of our hold. A gift from you cannot be refused.
You hold guest.
Even an offering for Calden. I cannot dictate the nature of a gift, but if my suggestion appeals to you, speak to the Huntmaster.
Calden's son is injured. It's not his fault he can't make the offering.
As disappointing as that may be, it is not my place to ignore the gods' laws on a whim. I honor them in word and spirit, Inquisitor.
You suggested a way around tradition by letting me make the offering.
The spirits have seen Finn fail. To undo it may be to undo their will. A gift from another does not bear this weight. Calden's soul could travel easily.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
I should go. Interesting. Well, let me see if I can figure out how to get back up to that. Get out of my way, dude. I'm gonna stick my head up your butt.
Greetings, stranger.
Oh, crap. It- And we're walking.
Seems colder than it should.
It's because you live on a freaking cliff, lady. Oh my god, did I go to the wrong place again? Yeah, it's down that way.
Heard you passed Hakon's trials.
Whack.
As well as you fight, you'll fit in well.
I spoke to the woman preparing bodies for funeral. She said I might make an offering. For Calden.
How would... As a gift? Sly woman. In that case, I'll accept an offering from the hand that gives it. Tradition says the offering's made to Koth. Only creatures who touch the gods' realm will do. Our mark was someone last spotted. It'd be an unmatched gift, Lowlander. I still pity Calden's son, though, losing his father's name.
What do you mean?
Finn failed to complete the rites. That'll see him disowned when the burial's complete.
Wait, so he does this or he's the wrong kind of elf?
What?
Never mind. You help.
He's fatherless whether you do this or not, Inquisitor. Seeing it done will give him some peace, I imagine.
Okay.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Your ways are strange to me.
Our guests are welcome. As long as their weapons stay.
So, Zanzibar, you still there? Didn't lose you, did I? I hope so. I don't want to be all alone. You can't go anywhere walking. Anywhere. Everywhere has to be run.
Be welcome.
I found all the Veil fire runes around the village.
What did you take as the purpose of the tale?
Okay, good.
It was about your gods returning, but in different forms.
One of our oldest stories. Taught to us as children by the Skalds. Mountains crack, forests burn. The gods change and die. Hakon's followers want him alive as he was. They will not let him die and return. The blood magic was to hide the jaws of Hakon's deed from other gods.
They have powerful magic. Why are the Jaws of Hakon afraid of other spirits?
The jaws of Hakon turned their backs on all other gods that ever helped their hold.
Hmm.
It is not fear that drives them. They hide their deeds from shame.
I've looked into that vaguely in the past, but from what I've seen, it wouldn't even pay for itself within 10 years.
I should be off.
Farewell.
Physically, I can't see doing it. Intellectually, I think it would be a great idea. Okay. Let me go see if I can talk to what's-her-face. She should be in here. Hey, I found your bear. Our son here.
Goat-kissing, blood-drinking, Hakonite chicken crabs. Thank you, Inquisitor. Storvacker has returned. My hunters saw what you and she did to the Hackonites who held her. In trapping Storvacker, the jaws of Hakon broke their peace oath with Stonebear Hold. Our blades are yours.
You know, it is interesting. I was watching ERCOT prices today because while it's not directly related to my job because I'm not in finance type stuff, the fact that I work at a power plant means that I have something of an interest in what the electric market does. And so I was watching the prices today because it is ass hot today and all this week. That means people running air conditioning, and that means high demand. And I watched today as we set a new all-time record for ERCOT, and I watched those prices, and one of the 15-minute periods today, well, let's just say this morning we were paying, the wholesale price of electricity was something around $10 to $15 per megawatt hour, and at one point today it hit $6,500 per megawatt hour. So, I know my plant actually made some serious money today. Well, the way the market works around here, of course, is that all electricity is sold into the market and then bought back out of the market. So, our electricity just offsets what the utility would have to pay in order to import the electricity.
I assume your bear is all right after whatever they were going to do to her. She is fine. As for what they were going to do, my hunters brought items back from where they held Storvacker. I know what they intended. It is not something you will like. Something few Avar would tell Lowlanders. But you must hear it. The jaws of Hakon sought to bind their god in mortal form and bring war to the Lowlands.
5 kilowatts for 15K, 10.5K after federal tax credit. Break even in 17 years. What he didn't tell you, I'm guessing he didn't tell you this, is that those PV panels will probably be reaching end of life in about 17 years. Or maybe 15, or maybe 20. So you can talk about break even, but the fact is if you're gonna keep the house and you're gonna keep doing solar, you're gonna need to replace them at that point, and there won't be a federal tax. Well, I shouldn't say there won't be a federal tax subsidy. There's not supposed to be, but who can say what the government's going to be doing 2 years from now, let alone 17? Now, from a green perspective, yeah, that's absolutely the right thing to do. And 5 kilowatts is that's pretty decent size. That will run a house quite effectively throughout the day. It's even better if you can feed that into some sort of storage so that you can pull some off later. That's not really all that feasible though for financial reasons, but but it would certainly be nice if it was a system that's tied into something kind of like Tesla's Powerwall kind of situation, so you have a battery backup for the whole house.
By saving your bear, have we put an end to their plans? Though you have given them pause, they will try again. Ages ago, the old Jaws of Hakon did the same. They brought their god to life to destroy the lowlands. Their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar. Now they would free him and begin again. What did you mean when you said that their foolishness lost Hakon to all Avar? When they bound Hakon to mortal form, he became blood of this world. He could hear no prayers, nor speak to the augurs. All he could do was kill. Then he vanished instead of dying, as though rendered mute. Lost for ages. If they sought to free him from mortal form, I could understand. Making him attack the lowlands is a fool's work. What would happen if the Jaws of Hakon succeeded in their plan? Hakon would come to the lowlands in the form of a great beast. The Hackonites would join him, their numbers swelled by foolish young warriors dreaming of honor names. Even if war were needed, it should not be like that. With gods wreaking havoc in blood-soaked fields, the gods should stay where they belong.
And the other thing that you don't get with solar cells, which won't really apply to your house, is that PV does not do reactive power, which is what you need in order to energize magnetic coils. So anything with a motor is it doesn't use. I mean, it uses kilowatts, but it also uses kilovars. And PV doesn't produce VARs. You still have to import the VARs from the grid, and that's the real big reason why we couldn't just, even if we had all the PV that we would need built to meet our kilowatt demands for the entire country, we couldn't just flip a switch and be on solar. We would still need some way to generate the VARs.
The Avar wouldn't like the idea of war with the lowlands. Is that what your skulls say? It does us no harm to be feared. If our land is threatened, we will happily fight. And a raid here and there keeps both sides sharp. But we have no need of your lowlands. Not when our goats are fat and our fish are plenty. And not when the sky is torn with demons. Only a fool fights in a burning boat. Based on what we know, what must we do to stop the jaws of Hakon? Their hold is an old lowlander fortress. It is shielded by a great wall of ice. Magic even the Hackonites do not know. Unravel its magic, and we will scatter their bones so the lady never finds them. We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hackonites' fortress. Do you have any ideas? No. It is lowlander magic and nothing to do with us. Our spirit talkers are useless as battle goats. The Hackonites must have found the magic in the old fortress. Speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more.
Getting a new roof. Are you talking about doing solar shingles, or do you just need to redo the roof while you're putting the PV up? Because I thought solar shingles would be really cool, but that's really expensive.
We still need a way to melt the wall of ice around the Hackonites' fortress.
I just did that.
The Hackonite can speak to your people. Perhaps they will know more. I will speak with you later. Walk with the lady's blessing.
Okay. Did that. We travel over here now. Still carrying this stupid torch. Aid touched creatures. Sarah, throw out a jar of bees. I don't need my stupid torch. Is the same company going to do the elf route? Going to do the roof, or is it literally just a PV installation company and you'll have to do the roof with someone else? I appear to have people that need to level up. So in that case, it won't actually pay for itself in 17 years. I mean, unless you were needing the new roof anyway. All the way over there. I don't even want to think about doing a roof. Hell, as it is, I'm struggling with irrigation system right now. Well, that's a lot cheaper. Oh, would you stop it, you stupid spiders? You don't have a very good survival instinct if you're attacking me. Yeah, in time, sure, but is it a case of you would have needed a new roof in 10 years, but now you'll do it now? Or is it a case of, yeah, the roof was probably about due anyway? Oh, that's a big-ass spider. Spider on fire. Jeez, how many hit points does this spider have? And everything's just blowing up. Where's that spider? Get over her. Jeez.
This should be enough for the offering.
So give it to the hold and make Finn's life shit, or give it to Finn. We help him. Not ask him, do it.
Bending the rules further than what's already allowed. Not to sound unkind, but we don't want to upset the hold.
Sarah looked a little jittery there. What do you think, Zanzibar? Should I give the offering to Finn and let him make it? Or should I just turn in the offering? I don't remember what I did last time. I'm kind of inclined to just turn in the offering. I mean, his dad's already gone, so... I don't know that I'm necessarily making his life worse. Okay, you do make a good point there. Right been in there. Yeah, see, I don't either. I'm kind of inclined to just turn it over to the woman who's preparing the funerary rites and call it good. So I'm going to start heading that way, unless you tell me you want me to do the other thing. I mean, it's not like it's going to lose the game for me, so... No, you did the wrong thing. You die. And we erased your save. Take a quick drink, in case you're typing an answer now. Okay. Oh, I had to give it to the hunt master guy. Oh, Jesus Christ. Just don't break the game. I'll try not to. Is he up here? I hope he's... I think he's up here. He's not frickin' up here, he's up there.
Inquisitor?
I have the offering for Calden Enverson.
I'll see it properly prepared and sent to Gida. She'll be making the final preparations soon, I imagine.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Now I will go back to the woman preparing bodies. Ooh, he's down that way. Yeah, I just had another one of those moments of remembrance. In case you're wondering why my face just did what it did. You may not be able to see it well enough anyway. What's she got for me now?
I understand our huntmaster prepares Calden Enverson's offering as we speak. This gift is beyond worth. You have my thanks, Inquisitor. I must complete the preparations.
Goodbye.
I should be off.
Lady keep you.
Doesn't the back of your head get cold? Do people get confused and talk to the back of your head? what am I supposed to do now? Okay, so at least I've done that. I need to do this one. I have a 12mm head.
What did I tell you? Lola.
Runa should be here. Where did she get to?
Are you looking for someone?
My cousin Runa. She's off north climbing the hills instead of helping with the catch again.
Farewell.
Good day to you.
Did I thank you for bringing the broth?
Yes, but I don't mind hearing it twice.
If I catch that cold-cursed beast again, I'll...
Yeah?
Yeah? Now can I use your boat?
Thane Sunhair gave me guest welcome at Stonebear Hold.
Aye, she sent word.
As a guest, then, may I please borrow your boat?
We would be poor hosts to refuse. The boat is yours. I hope you come back alive.
Oh, don't worry. Ah, this boat. Row boat. I do kind of remember coming out to this island, but I don't remember a damn thing about it.
I smell sea air and spice. That isn't right.
Your mind is being influenced by the spirits here. They're drawing sorrow from you like you draw water from a well.
Make them stop. It's my head, demons. You're not invited.
Head demons. I think this is going to be my picture. Not control. Make my little screenshot.
My blood?
Yeah, let me try setting something over here active.
No, I can't.
Second one just to be sure. Okay. Journal, Frostback. Okay.
Sleep. I need to.
Ugh, shivers right up in there. Not living and not right.
I can't. Not without.
Definitely some ghostly crap going on.
Manan, I'm dreaming.
Oh crap.
American. Hi.
Something green and glowy. Open a fade rift.
We've looked everywhere else on this island. Shall we see what's inside the rift?
Talana slept. I slept. To find him in dreaming. But the blood. She's gone. Talana wanted to reach American again. One more time. But she couldn't. I couldn't. I died. I tried to stay, but only pieces came through. You opened the sky for the rest of me.
You knew American.
You or she wanted to reach American again. We're also trying to find him.
American? Yes. Inquisitor. Beloved. She came with American to hunt the dragon.
The dragon?
Huge. Power like none had seen. It came from the mountains with the Avar. Towns fell. All
That must be Hakon.
One last favor for Emperor Draken. Slay the Avar dragon. Save Orlais.
There are no records of a dragon, so he must have killed it. And died doing so.
Yes. If he had lived, he would have found her. Me. But he didn't. And no one ever knew. They fought at the shore. Spirits and magic. Cold. So cold. How I found her. How she found us. They rested here, then up the river. Metal spires. A way to stop the dragon. Then Talana returned here, alone, to wait for him. Forever waiting. Dreaming, then dead.
Leave or be destroyed.
We'll find American. You don't have to wait here anymore.
Thank you. It was hard. She went a long time ago. I stayed because she asked. Her things are there. She wanted them found.
Well, then I will find them. Got a little piece of skin hanging off my thumb that I'm trying to pick at and making myself bleed, because that's always fun. Get in there! Aegis of the Rift?
Everything all right down there?
Uses the ability to turn the veil itself into a magical shield that deflects enemy projectiles. It can be upgraded in the Wizard ability tree. Hmm. 15-year warranty. Almost long enough. You even live in a decent part of the country for getting sun? I can't remember if you've ever told me approximately where you were. I can't go rearranging this stuff right now. Yes, you can't rearrange it. And without it in my bar, I can't use it. Ah. So you are actually where I'm from. I am originally from Stowe, Ohio. I was born there and I lived there until I was 17. I'm sorry, I was born in Akron. I lived in Akron until I was 2. I have like 1 or 2 memories from my house in Akron on Dan Street. I guess I'm done here. Guess I have to go there. There. Kind of funny because on Facebook I'm actually I got invited to a group that is discussing what to do about our upcoming 30-year reunion. High school, of course. I'm not old enough to be having a 30-year reunion. I'm not old enough to be having a 20-year reunion. I don't understand it. Can't I travel there? So I guess where I was going with that was my recollection of how cloudy it can be up there. You're not going to be able to use the, you're not going to get much output from those panels for a good chunk of the year. Well, I mean, we only had a reunion on the decades, so I don't know if there was a 10-year reunion. I certainly wasn't invited. See, here's the thing. Almost got this thing off my thumb. It's not going to get it. There we go. That's nice. I went to grade school, middle school, high school, all in Stowe, up through my junior year. I had to move to Texas for my senior year. So technically, I did not graduate from Stowe High School. Technically. I didn't have connections to people before, like the internet, so eventually I joined Facebook 10 years ago. And so I managed to make it into some groups to learn about the 20-year reunion, and I actually went to that. I was horribly underdressed because I didn't care. In retrospect, I don't want to say I cared, but...
Did you see Scout Grandin on your way back? He should be on watch, but he's gone. Grandin was a good friend of Jace Turbat, one of the researchers. He was killed by Hackonites. I'm starting to worry that Grandin's gone and done something stupid. He was supposed to send word back when he reached his station, but nothing. Keep an eye out for him, please. For me.
No, I wanted to be comfortable and relax. I hate dressing up. I don't like dressing up. I don't like slacks. It's got to be jeans. As far as this goes, polo at best. That's just me.
I helped our soldiers defend against a Hackonite raid.
That's a relief. We've lost enough men to them.
I should go.
Be careful out there.
See, where's Kenrick? I miss the... You're going to think I'm insane. I miss the weather there. I really do. Because you guys have winter, and I don't. Really, though, my biggest regret... I don't want to say regret. My biggest miss is Swenson's. God, I could go for some Swenson's right now. I would eat like 6 hamburgers right now.
May I help you, Inquisitor?
A spirit on the island held the memories and possessions of Ameridan's lover, a woman named Talana. It told us that Ameridan was here on orders from Emperor Draken himself, and where he went next.
Drusties dimples. I may have received tenure from that sentence alone. Ameridan had a lover. Talana, you said. The Inquisitor's Lady Mage. There was such debate over whether she existed. And there were orders? This was a request from Draken? This changes everything.
When I helped the Avar at Stonebear Hold, we learned that the Jaws of Hakon once bound their god's soul to a beast. According to the spirits, the dragon Ameridan faced was powerful and accompanied by hostile Avar.
You believe they could be one and the same? That would mean... Of course! Of course! Brilliant! 800 years ago, the Second Blight threatened a weak Orlais. A perfect time for the Avar to attack. This Avar God Dragon could have endangered the Olesian Empire had Ameridan not stopped it. That explains why he would accept such a dangerous mission. And likely how he died.
It seems Inquisitor Ameridan saved Orlais 800 years ago. It's time to honor his legacy.
Yeah.
To follow the river to the north, and something about spires or spikes.
Up the river, the scouts have had trouble with Hackonites up there. I'll continue my research, but for now, your guess is as good as mine.
Probably better because I've been out there.
What do you need me to do next, Professor?
That spirit on the island said something about Ameridan going upriver to, some place with spires? While you search upriver, I'll continue studying these buckles. That, sounded better in my head.
I bet it did.
I'll speak with you later.
Okay, so I'll go look for this Grandin person. It's coming up on 8 o'clock, so I'm not going to go too much longer. Even though I started like at least 10 minutes late. Stop poisoning me. My clothes fall off every time you do that. Well, I am 100% sure this is exactly what Mr. B would have wanted me to do, so... I think I told you in a message the other day that I absolutely plan to finish Dragon Age Inquisition. Now, am I going to keep streaming after that? I don't know. And of course, the only reason why I really kind of throw that out there, I mean, I have only ever streamed just for me, just because it was a thing I decided I wanted to do. But at the same time, I mean, I'm looking over there at my viewer count right now. It's 2. We know one of those is my bot. For quite a while there, I was having like 8, 10, 13 pretty regularly. And that, I don't want to say that makes it worth it, but that kind of makes me feel more like I'm not, you know, like I'm actually, I don't know, doing something of note. I don't know. So I'll just have to wait and see. Think about it and think about what I would do next. I've got 2 ideas for games that I was going to do. One that I played through once and was kind of, it was interesting but not quite what I wanted, but would still last for a while. And one for a game that I played several times that just hardly anybody played as far as I can tell. And so it was going to be perfect for kind of exposing people. So over the next coming weeks I will figure out, and maybe not until I've actually finished this, I'm leaning toward not continuing. I mean, by the time I stop it'll be pushing 3 years. I think pushing 3 years. I could be misremembering exactly when I don't remember the exact date I started, but to be honest, if yeah, that's good. I know how this sounds in my head, so it's gonna sound much worse than I intend for it to. I'm giving you this preface because I don't want it to sound bad. I don't want you to take anything negative from this, but to be honest, if it's only you and me, I just don't know. I just don't know if that's enough to be worth continuing the stream. And maybe it'll change. Maybe it'll pick up some. I don't know. You can see why I would think it would sound bad. I mean, it's great to have you here. I'm glad you're here. But I have been a little minorly frustrated with the fact that there's nobody here anymore. Not that I've ever been doing this for the purpose of having somebody around.
orders for Grandin?
Looks like he survived the fight with the Hackonites. Won't get far on his own, though.
Nothing lasts forever. You're right. And I mean, let's face it. By the time this is done, I will have done the Mass Effect trilogy, plus the 4th game, plus the Dragon Age trilogy. I mean, it'll be scores of hours of stuff that I've put out there. And even if I do stop, there's nothing that says that I couldn't just start again. I also am not sure yet whether I'm going to be streaming in September and October anyway. I may be taking a break just because I'm going to need to be focusing on passing my PE exam. So I figured I'd give myself through August to, I don't know, slack off. Not really slack off, but not focus on the work for that. But come September, I need to start preparing. Reading, going through practice exams, stuff like that. The Testmasters course is really supposed to be the end-all, be-all of getting through it, but see.
The people back in Tevinter, are they all just like you, Dorian?
Meaning what exactly?
You know, not scary, keeping their magic rubbish to themselves.
I'm going to take that as a compliment. Sadly, there's an element there who would welcome Corypheus with open arms. A stupidly short-sighted element.
I know, right? He's a piss bag.
Quite.
There's supposed to be something around here. Must be up there. Whoa.
These were Hackonites.
That dagger has the Inquisition seal. Fair bet our missing scout came this way.
asleep while he's on fire. Yes, the opposite of ping is knip. How much further along here are they going to make me go to try to find this guy?
Someone's cut their way through these Hakon warriors. I can't decide if it's impressive or disconcerting.
This happens to get done in the next couple of iterations of this, then I'll go ahead and call it a night. Yeah, but did they really? I'm not convinced that they necessarily did. Because about the time they came up, Rock Pants wasn't coming around anymore. Methodial has never been all that frequent. RJ Cody, he's been around some, but I mean, he's in England, so I mean, it's like 2 a.m. where he is now. So I'm not real surprised that he wouldn't show up. But aside from that, I mean, some randos that I didn't know. I can't necessarily see full party taking those away. But full party's ending too. My understanding. That's true. Cap Daff got a job. And he's on the other side of the freaking planet. Didn't know you knew his last name from, like, the Twitter stuff. I know his last name because of my connection to him on Facebook.
The Inquisition soldier. Grandin.
Something doesn't feel right.
He looks like he's insane.
Inquisitor, I've abandoned my post, haven't I? I had cause, just missing the permission part.
Harding told us about your friend Jace.
He was studying at the university. Those Hakon bastards. Jace wasn't a soldier, he wasn't even armed. After this, he was going to show me Val Royeaux. I've never been. I thought we might... I can't let this happen.
I'm sorry, Grandin.
I wasn't a soldier either, not before this. I lived in the Circle. Never had the skill for combat spells, so I picked up a sword. I wanted to fight for the Inquisition. The jaws of Hakon almost ended that, too. I was bleeding out when it saw me. It knows what I know.
Oh no.
They will not kill more people. Not like Jace. I will protect them, Inquisitor.
It doesn't have to be this way. Release Grandin's spirit.
Release? The spirit remains because I want it to. I will protect our people. I want to fight, Inquisitor.
Nope.
You're not walking out of here, demon.
If you stop me, then I cannot stop them. I won't allow it.
Not Scout Grandin anymore. How tough is this thing? At least this explains why all those corpses were upright and rigid and everything. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay, I'm gonna go turn this into Harding and I'm gonna call it a night.
Have you seen the plans for the new camps? Tree houses. It all sounds awful and precarious.
So says the dwarf.
Don't you like the idea of tree houses?
It's a good idea, in theory. Up where the wild animals can't get us. But having solid ground so far, far below me with nothing but air in between us is just...
Who would have thought? Scout Harding afraid of heights?
Me? No. No. I'm not afraid. Who's afraid? No one's afraid.
I am.
I love being up high. Lovely views, fresh air, birds flying at my head. Yeah. I'm a little uncomfortable with heights. Don't tell anyone.
I've news about Scout Grandin.
Maker. Don't tell me. He's dead, isn't he?
He is now.
Yes, he is dead.
Another one, gone. Just like that. Never get used to it, do you?
Be very scared.
I'll miss him. The boy was great company. Terrible jokes, but that was a part of his charm. You know?
I know.
I should go.
See you soon, Inquisitor.
Okay. Save, and here's another save. That's a night. Thanks for coming out and joining me on this sort of memorial stream at this point. I don't see any obstacles to streaming next week unless Cable Guy comes out next Sunday and screws something up for me. There's nothing else on my calendar that's going to be a problem, so I will see you in 166 hours. Bye.